How's it going, guys? Welcome to part 2 of my Friday the 13th franchise review. Again, I'm only reviewing the very first 3 parts this Friday the 13th, and next Friday the 13th I will review parts 4 through 6 and so on and so on. So, I'm reviewing 3 parts of each Friday the 13th movie every Friday the 13th just so I can expand. I'm not going to review the whole franchise in one day, but yes, today we are going to review Friday the 13th part 2. I said today, but I meant, anyways, I don't know why I said today. Ignore that. Anyways, so yeah, part 2, Friday the 13th. This movie, just like the first one, it's great. It's a cult classic, a great 80s slasher. However, I do think the first one's just a tiny bit better. So in part 2, you actually have Jason Voorhees as the killer. He doesn't have the hockey mask just yet. He actually only has the sack, over his head. By the way, a little bit of movie trivia for you guys. The sack that Jason wears in this film is actually inspired by the 1976 slasher film called The Town That Dreaded Sundown. So, just a quick little movie fact for you. I'll probably throw those out like every once in a while. But yeah, Jason, he's actually finally killing people. He's killing off the counselors. This takes 5 years later after the events that took place in the first film, so it's 5 years later. And then there you go, Jason starts slashing through people. You know the story, I really don't need to tell you, but just like the first film, this movie actually has a body count of only 10 people. 10 people are killed in this film, just like the first, which also makes this one of the lowest body counts in the franchise, along with the first one. However, there are many more weapons used in the film. Let me read them off to you. 9 weapons to be exact. There is a knife, machete, spear, claw hammer, barbed wire, ice pick, pickaxe, pitchfork, and Jason's bare hands. It actually says that, but technically there are 9 weapons used in the film, and the movie came out less than a year later, May 1st, 1981. So a little bit less than a year later after the first film. It also has a budget of over $1 million, which is more than half of the budget of the first film. Sorry guys, I'm having this speech impediment right now. I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's really much all I have to say about part 2. You guys hopefully have seen it. You know the story. You know Jason doesn't get his mask till the 3rd film, whatever. But yeah, so that's about it for Friday the 13th part 2. Overall, I'm going to give this film 4 out of 5 stars. In my opinion, it's not as great as the first, although some people would argue that it is, but my personal opinion, I think the first is just a tiny bit better. But they're all pretty much the same. Jason kills people, a lot of blood and gore, awesome stuff goes on. It's classic 80s slasher movies. So, but yeah, guys, thank you for watching this review. Do not forget to check out part 3, and I will see you guys later.